Somebody pray for me. It been a day for me. Yeah, yeah.
Messing up the fenders, son. Yups. Yup, chopping it. Yup. I heard you tune in. I heard you tune in on it.
Yeah.
Not the phone piece. I didn't think he realizes. Hey, you dropped your phone.
I did? Again? Yo, still working. It's the chain.
Worse though? Alright, after the last few times riding the stroker, we decided it's time to pull this motor and just go over everything. Make sure there's no leaks on it and reseal it, new gaskets, and drop the motor out of the stroker right now. Got it hooked up on the stand. We've got no kickstand piece. I started to and then I looked and I was like, oh yeah, never mind. Alright, pulled the motor out. We're about to dig into the motor and pull the head off right now. But yeah, the bike, in the last video you could tell when the bike cut off when we were ripping up the street. I think it heat seized for a second and then released, and that's why it started back up. But
that Trevor found an issue with
oh yeah, and when I pulled it off, the fuel line was intake to the petcock was just completely loose. So I think it was starving on fuel. Got it super hot, well, possibly might have heat seized a little bit, so we're about to find out right now.
the vacuum line.
No scoring on the cylinder though.
It's really not bad at all.
I don't see no scoring.
Dude, it's actually fucking cherry.
Yeah, shine your... Big boy. Everything actually looks pretty good on the stroker, so we're gonna go ahead and clean up the gasket, do everything, reseal it all, and put it back together and just refreshen her up just to go over everything. Mobbing out to the Mexican spot. We gotta get some food real quick, and then we're putting in some work on the stroker today. Yups, on the 50 piece. Sunny's down. It's hot out, boys. It's a hot one today. Getting the legs a tan. Mobbing out, son. Burrito secured.
Yes, sir.
Fore end head thrown back on now. Re-gasket, bunch of Honda Bond, new gaskets, and just freshen up. Put a new plug in it, new exhaust gasket, and new fuel lines too, because that issue with the petcock too. Alright boys, here she is. Resealed 120cc stroker back together. So about to throw all the fan shrouds on and roll this motor into the bike. The fan shrouds back on, got them zip tied because the head's so tall as shit. With the stroker, it's just way taller, and it's just harder to fit the shrouds on correctly. So got the shrouds on there, about to throw the wheel on and then try to mount this thing in there. I also got a new center spring I need to throw in too. Oh, and I got a rubber NGK boot. If you've seen the last few videos, I've had a lot of problems with my spark plug and my boot. Basically, it rattles these like flat spots in my plug. It rattles those little flat spots up there, and then my clip doesn't actually go all the way down and clip on no more. So I got the boot, it's rubber, and I can run it with the big nipple on there, so that's a lot stronger, and it has the big engrave in it, so it's a little bit, holds on a little bit better. Alright, stroker's almost all the way back together. I had to steal some fuel lines from the Banshee, my overflow lines, because these fuel lines I had on the stroker were so crusty. Like, this line is like, you can't even bend it.
Sound like a little exhaust leak.
Nothing good. Good. Alright boys, I think we're good to throw all the seats and the plastics back on now. Well, that will conclude the stroker rebuild. She seems a whole lot happier. So, I'll give you guys a little. Oh, almost fell too. It was so gargly before, so. That's the complete rebuild on the stroker piece, refreshing, and she's looking good, she's sounding good, so more to come on the stroker. Make sure you guys stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next one.